everyone, this is Ashmita from ISS Classes, and as you can see over here, I have written it down for you all. This is the General Studies paper of this year, that is 2022, and we are solving the IES, the ISS paper of General Studies paper of IES and ISS. And here, as you can see, presented on your screen is the list of questions, and today we are focusing on question number 2C, which says enumerate the factors that are responsible for high frequency and magnitude of landslide in the mountain ecosystem. So which are the factors that actually contribute to the high frequency and magnitude of landslide in the mountain ecosystem? Let's get to see what you could have included in this answer and how you could have presented your answer. Here I'm not going to write the entire answer because you see here you have to focus on 200 words. That is 200 words answer you have to write. I'm not going to count and write 200 words answer. Rather, I would be giving you a gist of what you could have written and which points you could have elaborately talked about. So let's get to the answer. So we are going to discuss question number 2C from the General Studies paper of 2022. A landslide. So what is causing the massive landslide and the higher frequency and magnitude of landslide in the mountain ecosystem? So a landslide, first of all, you need to introduce what is landslide. Okay. And then you can talk about the causes. A landslide is defined as a movement of a mass of rock or debris or earth down a slope. So it's falling down. Landslides are a type of mass wasting. So mass of rock which gets wasted, which denotes any downslope movement of soil and rock under the direct influence of gravity. So because of gravity and because of loose soil particles, it falls off. The term landslide encompasses 5 modes of slope movement, that is falls, topples, slides, spreads and flows. These are further subdivided by the type of geologic material, which includes bedrock, debris, earth. Debris flows, commonly referred to as mud flows or mudslides, and rock falls are examples of common landslide types. So these here you have to first talk about the intro, then you can talk about the causes, little bit of highlighting the causes. Then you can talk about the examples of landslide, how many types are there. Types you can include, types of landslides. Almost every landslide has multiple causes. Slope movement occurs when forces acting downslope, mainly due to gravity, exceed the strength of the earth materials that compose the slope. So here comes the causes once again. Here you are going to explain the causes, which is the main portion of the question. You have been asked about the causes of the high frequency of landslides day by day. Causes include factors that increase the effects of downslope forces and factors that contribute to low or reduced strength. Landslides can be initiated in slopes already on the verge of movement by rainfall, by snowmelt, by changes in water level, by stream erosion, by changes in groundwater, by earthquakes, by volcanic activity, by disturbance or by human activities. So these are the causes one by one, you see. You can talk about the causes. These are the actual causes of the frequent landslides. Human activities they are talking about, or any combination of these factors. So even a combination of all these factors would lead to landslide. Earthquake shaking and other factors can also induce landslides underwater. So talk about the different types of landslides. Okay. But here you're not going to, here you don't have to actually talk about the different types of landslides. They have already told you about the mountain ecosystem landslide. So you don't need to mention any kind of landslide underwater. You can leave that. Mountain ecosystem landslide you only have to talk about. These landslides are called submarine landslides. You can skip this portion. You don't need to incorporate this one. Submarine landslides sometimes cause tsunamis that damage the coastal areas. Okay, this portion you can just omit it. Okay, this portion you can just omit it. You don't need to talk about the underwater landslides right now in this answer. So what all are actually causing this landslide? Number one, and the very important one, is deforestation. Landslides due to human intervention is one of the causes of landslides in India. So this is man-made. Deforestation is one such example. For example, the Himalayan region has become more vulnerable, like it has become more prone to landslides, okay, due to the indiscriminate cutting of trees. Too much of landslides. Like landslide, whenever we talk about the word landslide, it mountain regions always comes to our mind. Falling debris and all. Okay, we never think about plain land having landslides, because there's not much deforestation in the plain land, but mostly deforestation takes place in the mountainous regions. Removal of trees reduces the binding properties of soil and rocks. About this you have already studied in soil chapters or rock chapters. Why do soil erosion happen? So from here you can talk about deforestation, about soil erosion, and thus leading to landslides. This enables the water to seep into the subsurface, making the topsoil vulnerable. So topsoil is becoming weak. Even GSI confirmed that increased deforestation is one of the reasons for landslides in western Maharashtra and the Konkan region. So plateau region, like mountainous regions, plateau regions, all experiencing landslides. So talk about deforestation in a detailed way. Next, talk about the shifting cultivation, which is another cause, like man-made cause of landslide. Shifting cultivation is common in the hilly regions and the northeast areas, where once again there are hilly regions. Every year, residents burn the forests for cultivation purposes. However, this deteriorates the quality of topsoil. So, in the name of ritual, they act. In the ritual and cultivation purposes, they do this, like deteriorating the quality of the topsoil, causing erosion during the heavy rainfall. This makes such regions more vulnerable to landslides. So this is another example or another cause of landslide. Next cause is heavy rainfall and earthquakes. About 40% of the Kumaon Himalayan region are vulnerable to landslides due to earthquakes. Additionally, heavy rainfall often causes landslides. For example, heavy rain caused landslides in Talai village of Maharashtra in 2021. So along with the cause, try to give a real life example. Okay, of course, you are not going to make up example. In geography, you cannot make up. You have to give proper answers. Okay. Next thing that is affecting or rather causing landslide is mining. Human activities like mining or quarrying, that is removing the vegetation cover and soil gravel. This lowers the groundwater retention capacity. Also, it increases the risk of flooding. Therefore, landslides occur due to loose debris or excess floods during an earthquake and heavy rainfall, respectively. So each of these things are dependent on each other. Thus, each one is contributing to landslides together, or through one agent, it is causing landslide. Next is urbanization. Increasing population pressure in few regions of India is alarming. For example, Dharamshala is prone to landslides. like it's a hill station. It is one of the fastest developing cities in the Himalayan region. Here, intensive urbanization activities such as establishing commercial housing projects and road construction reduce the vegetation cover. This leads to an increasing frequency of landslides in this region. So you see, urbanization is causing landslides. Yeah, so those were the causes, and you came to know what you need to write, what you need to incorporate in your answer. You need to write elaborately. If you think it is not fitting into 200 words, uh, like write in a bit explanatory manner, and that will do it. Okay. So yeah, that's it for today's class. We are going to continue with the rest of the questions in our next classes. Till then, prepare well, and if you have any kind of queries, just post down your comments below in the comment box. We are there to help you out. And if you are preparing for any kind of entrance-based tests or competitive examinations, you can just call us at the number, or you can visit at the official website, which is provided in the description box below. Here at Sources Classes, we teach for all kinds of examinations. So if you want guidance, if you want study materials, live sessions, you can definitely join our classes. And there are doubt clearing sessions and crash course facilities also. So here you will get all the facilities. So if you want it, you can grab it. That's it for today's class. We are going to meet once again in our next classes.